Welcome to War Night for Diecast Racing. I'm your host, Cletus Papadopoulos, and today you're watching Round 7 of the Diecast Open Wheel Series, the Australian GP.
It's showtime.
Well guys, here we are for round 7 of the Diecast Open Wheel Series, and it appears Isaiah is running away with this. What do the other teams have to do to close the ground? Well, Cletus, Team Quadre Motorsports in conjunction with GKS Racing 23 have to get out early. They have to run a clean race and not get themselves in any trouble. They need to put as much distance between themselves and Team Hurricane if they want to win this championship.
Cletus and Chuck, you have to remember, Thunderoo Racing did not qualify for this race, and they won't pick up any points. They were the biggest threat to Team Hurricane's Isaiah. Now Simon Harvey, he can win this race, and if he does, he'll make things interesting going into the last round.
Adding on to what you said, Scooter, Isaiah did not qualify very well, and he'll be starting from the back of the grid. Now, Mocon Competition, they were brilliant in qualifying, and they'll be up front. And they're a dark horse, but they still have a chance to win this series. Here's an interesting stat for both of you guys. In the short history of the Open Wheel Series, we have not had a repeat winner. There's been a different champion every single race. Do you think today's the day where we're going to break that streak?
Cletus, absolutely not. Daniel McConnell and Anthony Cadre are bound for a win, and I believe one of the two will win this race.
Well, here's my take on it. Although Isaiah is starting from the back of the grid, he does have the ability to quickly make his way to the pack and run with the top group. In addition, this is a 8-lap race, and there's plenty of time to move up. As many of you may know, and for those that don't, War 94 has partnered with ProTrack. So we're going to take a quick moment to bring you some exciting information about all of their products. Grab a snack and come on back, because you don't want to miss a moment of the Diecast Open Wheel Series. Get ready for something new. We're not making diecast cars. We're making gravity race cars. We're not trying to replace the popular brands out there today, but rather give you a new option. With the advances of 3D printing, we feel it has the potential to change the game. The center of gravity can be lowered by utilizing a PLA plastic body. That's why we feel, in time, this product will be a superior product for gravity racing. For more information about all the products we offer, please visit us on Facebook at ProTrack GRC. And again, we're not making diecast cars. We're making gravity race cars. For today's race, we're very fortunate to have a ProTrack vehicle here in attendance. What you see here is the 164th Eliminator GT. Now this vehicle is set up to race, and it should be pretty impressive on the track. It will start for our Grand Marshal ceremonies.
I tell you what, Cletus, I'm really liking that goblin green. It's very impressive and it stands out.
Scooter, I'm right there with you, buddy, and I believe that vehicle is something Big C would really like. I wish he was here in attendance. On the technical side of things, the ProTrack vehicles have a very low center of gravity, which should make it very stable in the turns. And there you have it. On to the race action. For lap number 1 on the front row and pole, Tommy McKinnon, Daniel Ricciardo, Sans Von Thrill, Simon Harvey, Crazy Coach, and Nasuka. Second row, Kenneth Van Pelt, Tao, Jay-Z, Anthony Cardre, Isaiah, and JP. On the third row, Dirty Joe, Xantippe, High Octane, Terry Carr, Touch McBee, and Malik Blank.
While it's been an inconsistent season for Team Silverback Racing, they did get one of their vehicles on the front row, which shows promising for this race.
Team Silverback Racing with their drivers Crazy Coach and Dirty Joe are expected to make significant improvements with their new race setup. Lights are green for lap number 1, and Daniel Ricciardo takes the lead coming out of turn number 1. Simon Harvey is giving chase, followed by Sans Von Thrill. Coming out of the hairpin, Simon Harvey is making a late push, and he's going to take the lead in the last turn to take lap number 1, followed by Daniel Ricciardo and Sans Von Thrill. Things are just going from bad to worse for Team Hurricane. Isaiah gets his car off the track for lap number 1, and he's going to still be at the back of the grid, failing to make up any ground. Going into lap number 2, Simon Harvey is going to secure the pole, followed by Daniel Ricciardo, Sans Von Thrill, Nasuka, and Anthony Cardre. Finishing out that first row is going to be Crazy Coach. Starting on the second row, Jay-Z, Terry Carr, Tommy McKinnon, High Octane, JP, and Malik Blank. Kenneth Van Pelt will start the third row, followed by Touch McBee, Tao, Xantippe, Dirty Joe, and Isaiah.
Team Rust Belt Racing didn't waste any time moving up to the front of the grid. Simon Harvey is an experienced driver, and remember, he won round number 1 of the Open Wheel Series.
Daniel Ricciardo's off to a good start going into turn number 1. Out of turn number 1, Daniel Ricciardo has a huge lead with Simon Harvey giving chase. Daniel Ricciardo has a big slide. Out of the hairpin, Daniel Ricciardo still holds the lead with Simon Harvey giving chase. And here comes Nasuka. Daniel Ricciardo is going to take lap number 2, followed by Simon Harvey and Nasuka. Scooter and Cletus, we have red and yellow flags throughout the chicane. Crazy Coach gets his vehicle overturned, and JP stalls his vehicle. This is an isolated incident, and it occurred as they exited the chicane. But we have several other vehicles that stalled going into the chicane, and it looks as if both Team Hurricane drivers are going to be in that mix-up, as well as Xantippe and Dirty Joe. Going into lap number 3, front 1 pole, Daniel Ricciardo, Simon Harvey, Nasuka, Jay-Z, Sans Von Thrill, and Anthony Cardre. Row number 2. Tux McBee, Tommy McKinnon, Terry Carr, Kenneth Van Pelt, High Octane, and Malik Blank. Filling out that third row, JP, Xantippe, Tao, Isaiah, Dirty Joe, and Crazy Coach.
Team Quadre Motorsports in conjunction with GKS Racing 23 are doing exactly what they need to. As Daniel Ricciardo puts himself on P1 and Anthony Cardre in P6, Team Hurricane is in trouble.
Wheel green for lap number 3. Out of turn number 1, Daniel Ricciardo with the lead again, followed by Simon Harvey and Tommy McKinnon. Daniel Ricciardo gets his car sideways and Simon Harvey crashes into him. That opens it up for Jay-Z, Nasuka, and Kenneth Van Pelt, followed by Sans Von Thrill, Terry Carr, and Anthony Cardre.
I think we may have spoken too soon. Daniel Ricciardo loses the back end on his vehicle, and it's going to cost him.
Chuck, is going to cost him indeed. His mishap going into the chicane has managed to create problems for a slew of other vehicles. That's going to involve the likes of Simon Harvey, JP, Xantippe, and Tux McBee. Also, Tommy McKinnon is in that mix-up as well. Speaking of mishaps, Malik Blank of Baraki Diecast Tuning has gotten his vehicle on his side off the track over near Dunlap Tower. That's an unusual spot for a crash. Now going into the replay, you can see exactly what happened. Daniel Ricciardo has the lead, and he just gets on the brakes too hard. He loses the back end. Simon Harvey cannot stop, and that's the result of it. Jay-Z will take over the number 1 spot, followed by Nasuka, Kenneth Van Pelt, Sans Von Thrill, Terry Carr, and Anthony Cardre. Row 2, Tao, Isaiah, High Octane, Crazy Coach, Dirty Joe, and Simon Harvey. Row 3, Daniel Ricciardo, Xantippe, Tommy McKinnon, JP, Tux McBee, and Malik Blank.
Lions Den Racing has found something. Both of their drivers, Terry Carr and Kenneth Van Pelt, they're consistently running with the top group.
According to the engineers at Lions Den Racing, this new race package is favorable. They're just not sure if it can hold up for the complete race.
Lap number 4, Nasuka has the lead going into chicane. Midway through the chicane, Sans Thrill is going to take the lead. Him and Nasuka are neck and neck out of the chicane. Sans Thrill has the lead with Nasuka giving chase, but here comes Kenneth Van Pelt and Crazy Coach. Sans Thrill is going to win lap number 4.
We haven't talked much about Team Red Storm GP. They only qualified one of their drivers, but they're doing very well.
This area of the chicane has proven very difficult for this race. Dirty Joe gets his vehicle off course and he ends up near the grandstand and the finish podium. As we go into lap number 5, Sans Thrill will take over P1, followed by Kenneth Van Pelt, Crazy Coach, Nasuka, High Octane, and Jay-Z. Starting on the second row, Isaiah, Anthony Cardre, JP, Tommy McKinnon, Tao, and Terry Carr. Starting at third row, Simon Harvey, Daniel Ricciardo, Xantippe, Malik Blank, Tux McBee, and Dirty Joe will hold down the last spot.
Daniel Ricciardo and Anthony Cardre are in trouble. Isaiah has started to make his move on that last lap, and with the misfortunes of Cardre Motorsports, they're going to be in trouble.
Here we go for lap number 5. Nasuka and Kenneth Van Pelt are neck and neck. Coming out of the chicane, Nasuka takes a slight lead into the hairpin. They're neck and neck again, but Nasuka takes a lead out of the chicane. The Crazy Coach giving chase. Nasuka's going to win it, followed by Crazy Coach and Jay-Z, followed by Tommy McKinnon and Kenneth Van Pelt.
I tell you what, Mocar competition, they have all the sauce today. They consistently run up near the front of the group, and they're going to be impressive at the end.
Well, I can guarantee you it won't be Tao from Team Hurricane because he crashes again as he comes out of the chicane. Let's take a look at the replay for 4th place. Tommy McKinnon and Kenneth Van Pelt, they pushed it to the end, and Tommy McKinnon edges him out by a tire length.
For lap number 6, Samu Kakao Nasuka will take over P1, followed by Crazy Coach, Jay-Z, Tommy McKinnon, Kenneth Van Pelt, and JP. Row number 2, Isaiah, Malik Blank, Sans Thrill, Xantippe, Anthony Cardre, and Daniel Ricciardo. Row 3, Simon Harvey, High Octane, Tux McBee, Terry Carr, Dirty Joe, and Tao. We failed to mention we're down a member on our broadcast team. Regina Milford, who usually handles the replay duties, is away preparing for the F1 Racers Series. That series will start immediately after this race for qualifying Super Pole. Lights are green for lap number 6. Nasuka has the lead out of turn number 1 with Crazy Coach giving chase, followed by Tommy McKinnon. Nasuka has the lead in the hairpin, and he finds another gear along the back straight. Tommy McKinnon makes a late pass. Nasuka and Tommy McKinnon to the line, and they're going to give it to Nasuka. Kenneth Van Pelt has a late surge to steal P3 from Crazy Coach.
Team orders could not have been in play. They threw that book out the window on the last lap.
We have a red flag coming out of the chicane, and this appears to be a problem spot for this race. I'm not going to go through all the names, but I can tell you it involves a Rust Belt racing vehicle, Quadre Motorsports vehicle, Silverback racing vehicle, and as of now, I can't make out the last one. Cletus and Scooter taking a look at the replay as the vehicles go into the chicane. Take a look at the far right lane right there. That may have caused the crash. On this replay, look at the distance Tommy McKinnon covers, narrowly chasing down his teammate Nasuka. Nasuka was able to hold him off by the width of his front wing.
For lap number 7, Nasuka edges out teammate Tommy McKinnon, and he'll hold down P1. Tommy McKinnon will take the number 2 spot, followed by Kenneth Van Pelt, Crazy Coach, Malik Blank, and Jay-Z. Row 2, Xantippe, Terry Carr, Sans Thrill, Tux McBee, Simon Harvey, and High Octane. Row number 3, Tao, Dirty Joe, JP, Anthony Cardre, Isaiah, and Daniel Ricciardo.
Guys, you have to fear for Team Madness Motorsports. They came in with a favorable package, but unfortunately, it has not panned out for this race, and they're staying in the mid to back of the grid.
Clean start for lap number 7 out of turn number 1. Tommy McKinnon takes the lead, followed by Nasuka. Tommy McKinnon still has the lead as they come out of the chicane, followed by Nasuka. And Kenneth Van Pelt is giving a late push, and he's challenging. Tommy McKinnon is going to win it. He's going to take lap number 7, followed by Kenneth Van Pelt, Nasuka, and Terry Carr.
Scooter, I have to agree with you. Touch McBee gets his vehicle overturned in the usual spot coming out of the chicane. The middle lane for turn number 6 appears to be the sweet spot. Kenneth Van Pelt almost does the unthinkable and chased down Tommy McKinnon. Unfortunately for this lap, he was just a bit short.
As we go into this last lap, that's the racing line you want.
White flag lap, Tommy McKinnon takes over P1, followed by Kenneth Van Pelt, Nasuka, and Terry Carr. Malik Blank and Crazy Coach will fill out the front row. On the second row, Dirty Joe, Simon Harvey, Jay-Z, High Octane, Sayers Von Threll, and Zan Tippy. Third row, Daniel Mercado, Anthony Cardre, Tao, JP, Isaiah, and Tux McBee.
I can tell you from racing in supercars, nerves right now have to be on level 10.
This is Tommy McKinnon's race to lose, but Nasuka has that middle lane, which should be a problem for McKinnon as they go into turn number 6.
White flag for lap number 8. McKinnon has the lead, and somehow Simon Harvey makes 2 passes to pick up second place, and he slides going into the hairpin. Tommy McKinnon is going by a country mile. He's going to win it easily, and Nasuka makes a late pass, and he's going to pick up second place, followed by Simon Harvey, Kenneth Van Pelt, Jay-Z, and Dirty Joe.
Mocar competition goes 1 and 2 for the Australian GP.
I'm sure this race Team Hurricane would rather forget. Tao gets his vehicle overturned again as he goes into the chicane, followed by, looks like Madness Motorsports and possibly Team Gen X Vintage. We have another vehicle overturned in the chicane, and I believe that's going to be Sayers Von Threll, who ran pretty well today. Guys, look at Simon Harvey on this replay. He's on the outside. He passes the Silverback Racing driver, tucks behind Tommy McKinnon, and then he passes the Lions Den Racing driver, and that's what put him in third place.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a nice round of applause for all your competitors who competed here today.
And now for today's champions. Finishing in third place from Team Rust Belt Diecast Racing, the Canadian himself, Mr. Simon Harvey. Finishing in second place from Team Mocon Competition, Samu Nasuka. And for your champion, from round 7 of the Diecast Open Wheel Series, the Australian GP, from Mocon Competition, Tommy McKinnon.
And here are the points awarded for round number 7. Tommy McKinnon and Nasuka fared very well. For Simon Harvey, a top 3 finish will significantly improve his overall point standing. And now here's your overall point standing after 7 rounds of racing. As you can see, Nasuka has closed the distance between him and Isaiah. It's going to make the final race very interesting. Well, race fans, that's our time. We'll see you in a few short weeks for the F1 Racer Series. On behalf of my co-hosts Chuck McAvee, Scooter Douglas, and Regina Milford, I'm your host, Cletus Papadopoulos. Thank you for watching. God bless and good night.
More on I-Ford Gravity Racing.